Welcome back to Harry and David's English reading series.
We hope you learn from the same books American students read in school.
In some videos, we teach you useful vocab, like today.
And in some videos, we help you analyze the book.
Follow our videos, and you will not only improve your SAT and TOEFL scores, but you'll learn natural English and American culture too.
Today we're covering chapters 13 through 16 of The Giver, and we have some great new vocab words for you.
So the first one is sinuous.
Sinuous. What's the basic definition of sinuous?
Sinuous is something like this. It's
That's good.
Curvy,
Yeah.
twisted.
And maybe thin, too. You can describe a person who is very thin as sinuous. If you can see kind of their tendons and their muscles, they're sinuous.
This is in Chinese culture. You can describe the neck of a swan or a goose, the long, elegant neck as sinuous. Is it the same in the States?
It could be. It's not a common use, but it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it always a good word to describe something?
It's neither. It just means kind of thin and curvy. So you can use that in a good way, like a swan's neck, or in a bad way, like some meat that is bad meat that has a bad texture to it.
Our next words are anguish and agony.
When I think of agony, I think of pain.
Extreme pain.
Yeah, extreme pain, like physical pain. But then anguish, I associate with emotional pain. Yeah, with anguish, I'm feeling kind of deep emotional anguish, like really painful emotions.
Next, still are two words. Counsel and advice.
So what are the differences? Counsel
is advice.
Well, that's tricky. It's because both of these words have multiple forms. Advice can be a noun referring to the information that is helpful. Advice can also describe kind of that whole situation of helping someone by speaking with them. And counsel can be a verb, like I counsel someone, and counsel can also be a noun for that same situation of helping someone.
Thank you for your counsel.
Yeah, but I can say thank you for your counsel and thank you for your advice, and it means exactly the same thing.
The giver said, "When I am called to the committee of the elders, I appear before them to give them counsel and advice."
So in that context, I think the difference is counsel is referring to playing the role of being someone who they can talk with and work out back and forth the best situation. So you're like a counselor. You're someone who talks with that person to help them find the best thing. But then advice, giving advice is maybe just one direction. I just tell you what I think is the best thing to do.
Oh, so the giver appeared before the committee of elders, be their counsel, give them advice.
Right, yeah. The next word is assimilate. What is assimilate?
Assimilate, I think it has some meaning with similar.
Assimilate, and we know that words that end in ate are usually verbs, and they're talking about some kind of effect you're doing on something else. And so if we're assimilating, then we're making something similar. We're kind of taking something into whatever we are, making it more common with us. This is silly, but when I think of the word assimilate, I always think of an old TV show called Star Trek. And one of the villains on Star Trek was a alien species called the Borg, and they would assimilate people and make them into Borg. So they wouldn't kill you, they would assimilate you. They would make you into one of their own.
So next one is invigorate. When I see this word, I see it's VI. VI I know it means life. It's the word root of has the meaning of life.
We also see the word vigor in the middle of this too. And vigor is kind of strength and life. So to invigorate is
make it.
To make vigorous, to give vigor, strength, life. Yeah. You might say that a refreshing drink after a long run feels invigorating.
Okay, next one is excruciating.
Ooh, excruciating. Excruciating is often next to the word pain.
we need to know that it's from crucify or crucifixion.
Yes.
That is a biblical meaning of this word. That I think our students would know it. Jesus Christ was crucified on a cross.
Yeah. A very painful kind of torture.
So that from that meaning, excruciating means extremely painful.
Yeah. Physical or mental pain.
And next word, ominous.
Ominous. Say you have a story. A couple gets married, and at their wedding, a bird flies into the window and dies.
Oh. Can it be a crow?
It feels very... A crow, yeah. Feels very ominous. It's like a foreshadowing for bad things to happen in the future. What is our next word?
Serene. Feels quiet.
Yes. Serene, peaceful. What is a serene place to you?
It's on a peaceful sea. No wind. No sound. Maybe some sound from the seagulls.
It sounds very nice. Let's go.
Does it often associate with natural atmosphere?
I think so.
But can I say I'm studying in a serene library?
You could.
Oh.
You would have to. I would think must be a very nice library.
With trees?
Yeah. Or something.
Still with natural.
It still needs to feel light somehow. I've been in many libraries where even though it's really quiet, it's kind of dark and there are lots and lots of people and it feels a little close, tight. And even though it's quiet, it doesn't feel serene.
The following words are from the chapter 15. The author used this word to describe a battlefield.
Right.
So be prepared. Carnage.
Carnage. Carnage is not a pretty word.
It's
What are some of the roots in carnage?
It's CAR, car. It has meaning associated with flesh, meat.
Yeah, like carnal, which means having to do with flesh, meat, or
carnivore.
Carnivore, yeah, an animal that only eats meat.
So carnage is after a bloody fight. You can see that horrible scene of flesh and blood.
Maybe I think the word originally refers just to kind of damaged flesh, like the mess after that. But it can also mean just the leftovers of any damage. maybe if you could just be talking about some machines that crashed together and left themselves all torn up and all the parts of the machine scattered all over the place. And you could still call that carnage.
Next one is
grotesque. Kind of extremely strange,
bizarre,
ugly.
And, ugly, gross.
If someone says that you look grotesque,
ooh, you're not looking really good. No, never use this word to describe someone's appearance, right?
Yeah, it's like saying someone's ugly, but like way beyond. So the carnage on a battlefield might look grotesque. All right.
Okay, that's all for today.
That's all for today, everyone. Please send us questions. We look forward to hearing from you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Like us, follow us at the links below. Here, here, and here. Send questions through comments or email. We love to reply. Now, go read.